girl if she got a job. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't cause no problem. Don't be arguing with your girl, causing contention and hostility with your girl if she got a job. Because I promise you, it's somebody there she venting to. And listen to me, he gonna start hating on if you make him. Because by the time he start giving advice, homie, and start agreeing with her, and then guess what she gonna say? This when you know you're in trouble when she say this. When she talking about something and he start giving a male perspective, because I love this about myself. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a calculated dude. And men know things about men. So she ain't gotta do nothing but say certain things. And I'm gonna know I'm just as slimy as him. But see, I'm gonna go and get in front of her and I'm gonna say something, and then guess what she gonna say? Oh, you just confirmed it. You just confirmed exactly what I would think. I know, because I did the same thing. I'm just as a slime ball, but you ain't gonna know a couple of months later. But as of right now, the middle of your body is what we're trying to do. So we ain't even studying. We ain't even studying what you're talking about. I'm gonna look and sound like your knight shiny armor. I come to work. I do 40 hours a week. I do overtime. Get what? You want to ride with me? I'm going to get something to eat. You want to ride? Yeah, I done cashed after you see you some gas money. You know what I'm saying? All that right there. Listen to me. Ooh, you in trouble. You in trouble, my guy. And please don't let me start liking her. Don't let me start liking her. Then I noticed listen to me, the strut changed when she see me. The excitement in her face. It's the intensity for me. It's when she see me, she listen to me. That she done missed me over the weekend, my guy. You was in trouble. Soon as I come through the door, and I'm knowing she waiting around the corner for me. When I come in there, you know what I'm saying? I turn the bow leg from a 7 to a 10. I walk on up in there. She, hey, what a friend, I got so much to tell you. Well, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm smooth with it, right? What's going on? What you doing? Then when I hug her with that gentle aggression, because I've been in the gym, right? I kind of pick up a little bit, lean back a little bit with one arm. Girl, you ain't gonna believe this. I'm so sick of him. What he do this time? Well, we went out to eat. And we was in there ordering our food, and the waitress coming up, and when we ordering food, he calling her back. He talking about, oh, thank you, babe. I looked at him like he was crazy. He looked at me, we looking at each other. He act like he ain't said nothing wrong. I answered, you don't think nothing wrong with that? What? I'm just being polite. Why is you calling her babe? You don't even call me babe. We get into a whole argument at the restaurant. He always act, he don't act like he don't see nothing wrong with nothing he do. He just get on my nerve, get what I'm here with. That's narcissistic behavior right there. That's what I was telling him. He don't see no wrong. He don't take no accountability, none of that. He just get on my nerve. But I missed you, Fred. How was your weekend? What about that girl you were talking to? I've been trying to tell you she ain't really your type. And girl that I bring up to you, you say ain't my type. Every time I come and holler at you and tell you, hey, look, I met this girl, I've been talking to such, you let me see her real quick. She cute, but they don't look like your type. And cause you got a little crush on me, work girlfriend. What's wrong with you? You already know what's happening. What's up? What we doing? Why we gonna keep putting this out when I already know what you want me to do? You trying to get me to get up in your chest. You trying to get me to get up in your chest. So look, let me tell y'all this situation real quick. So, look. Okay, so boom. So I done moved back home to my hometown, Springfield. You know what I'm saying? I'm living with my sister. This 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years before I moved to Dallas, right? So I done moved back to my sister's house. My mama working at this factory. Listen to me, if you on here from Springfield, you in the Gallatin area, Greenbrier area, Portland area, any of them areas, you familiar with this factory, I'm finna tell you. Because it's one of the highest paying factories down there. If you ain't got a job, I promise you can go down there, I promise they're gonna give you a job probably right on the spot. They're gonna pay you good money too. You don't need a lot of experience. It's a factory down there called Doorman. If you ain't never been to Doorman, I advise you to go down there to Doorman. So my mama started telling me about this little job called Doorman, right? I'm like, man, what they paying? You know what I'm saying? My mama don't really like to tell me how much money she make because she don't want to not be able to ask me for money. She just gonna tell me, I'm like, come on, man, you act like them people that you at work with, like it's something wrong with me asking you how much money you make. Come on with all that. How much money you making? Boy, just going down there and get a job and telling you they paying good money. That's crazy. So I go on down here, right? They tell me I got to go take a little physical. I go to the little thing, you know what I'm saying? I got to lift the crates up because it got something to do with lifting boxes, right? So I go down there, boom, 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 boom. I pass the little thing, you know what I'm saying? Now I got to go to orientation. Now, now, if you ever been to orientation on the job, you come in with your little crew that you're starting with. Then when you come in with your crew that you start with, these are your first friends at the job. These are your first, you know what I'm saying? These are your first associates. These are the people that you feel more comfortable with, you know what I'm saying, going to talk to and hanging out with when you go to orientation, right? So I pull up the orientation. Soon as I pull up, this black truck pull up beside me. Now when the black truck pull up beside me, my mind already say, these are some of my orientation buddies. So the girl hop out. It's a little cold outside at the time. It's around winter time. So when she step out, boots with the fur, the club got to looking at her. She hit the floor. She stepped out the truck. Next thing you know, I'm talking about night little short. She was really a little. She was a little person BBW. I ain't even gonna lie. She was almost like a little person BBW. Like she was short, but the way she carried the weight, though, I'm talking about the thing. When she hopped up out of there, y'all, you know, not to say that she was on the, you know, on the chubby side, but the truck kind of, you know what I'm saying? She stepped out the thing, and as soon as she got to walking, I seen she was pigeon-toed. She was pigeon-toed with the fur boots on, with the jeans. Then she had the little coat on, and then she stepped out. But then I noticed, I said, she got out of the passenger side, so I couldn't, because had she got out of the driver's seat, I would jump straight, I would jump straight out the car. You here for orientation too? You know which way we got to go. I would have started the conversation right off the top. What's up, Nico? I would, hey, what's your name? You here for orientation too? You know which way we got to go? I would have went on and tried to put my beard in off the top. So I sit there, and dude get out the truck. He got on all black. He got a little chain on. I'm looking. Then I examine the truck again. So I hit the window, right? When I hit the window, I had to see, you know what I'm saying, if they was blowing before they even came. Because he was giving me drug dealer vibes off the muscle. He was giving me drug dealer vibes. Probably just got on probation, had a court date, trying to make it look good. He finna get ready to go to court. He finna go to child support court. He finna do something. So he got to go get a job. He got to make it look good. And he done went on and told her, because she done told him, I don't want to put in the application up there and doing me. They paying my homegirls work up there. They paying good money. You need to go up there and get you a job too. You finna get ready to go to court for child support. Then go to such and such. And he got to make it look good. So he most definitely gave me one of them vibes. I said, oh, he's a drug dealer trying to make sure when he get ready to go to court that this look good. So he come around the corner. Then he walk around the corner. He got the polo boots on. I said, oh yeah, he most definitely. He ain't finna be up here long. So when they walk in the door, right, I just sit there and kind of looked at her for a minute. I said, that's my work girlfriend right there. I get on out the car and go in there. We go through orientation. The whole time through orientation, I don't know if she was looking at me, but I was looking at her. I ain't sure if we were looking at each other, but I can guarantee you this. One thing for sure, two things for certain. We caught eye contact a couple times, you know what I'm saying? And him, the whole time, he ain't even seeing what's going on. I love a dude who don't pay no attention to his woman. Because when he ain't paying attention to his woman, he don't know who she paying attention to. Because right now, listen to me. Whether you want to believe it or not, them two, that 1.5 second eye lock, oh, it meant a whole lot. I just need to wait for the right time and right place, my guy. You finna be in trouble. So the whole time while they in here talking on orientation, he on his phone look like he catching planes. I said, oh yeah, he most definitely ain't gonna last long. When everybody started laughing, he don't. What's up with you, Casino? When everybody started laughing, he don't even really know what's going on. He just bust out laughing. You know what? I'm sitting here like I'm engaged. And then look, they had us reading from a little manuscript thing how we would handle certain situations and certain problems, right? And I'm already a character at heart. So they going around the table, you know, they introduce it, and then they put this thing on, they ask people who wanted to read the lines and how they would react to certain situations, right? So he come around to me. As soon as he come around to me, she was like, what's your name again? I said, Joe T. She said, you want to read some lines? As soon as she asked me, did I want to read some lines? I was about to say no. But then the girl, she kind of looked up, right? When she kind of looked up, I said, yeah, let me go ahead. I said, sure, no problem. I said, which one you want me to read? She said, I will read character 3 lines, how you would handle a harassment situation, I said, okay. So I stand up out the muscle. When I stand up, you know what I'm saying? I'm in here with the sweats on anyway, you know what I'm saying? It's just orientation. I ain't come with the jeans, you know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling a little. I'm just cooler, you know what I'm saying? So when I stand up, I'm already knowing the middle of my body, you know what I'm saying? He already know what's going on, you know what I'm saying? He know what's going on. So when I stand up, I stand back a little bit right off the table. I push the chair back, but then I stand. Look, I'm a very strategic calculated man. So I stand back up on the table. And the table right at the middle of my body length. So it's almost as if, you know what I'm saying, my package is lifted up on the table. You know what I'm saying? Look. It's almost as if my man is sitting right up here. So depending on how I start telling the story, they most definitely gonna see, what is in the middle of his body? They most definitely gonna be distracted. But this distraction is only for one person in this building. It's this little BBW, you know what I'm saying? This little chocolate joint there, and then I noticed I'm talking about she got her hair done and everything. My man ain't paying her no attention. So I go through the situation. They all get the clap. He don't know what's going on there with my man. Yo, and I'm looking at her, she looking at me, we looking at each other. I said, man, appreciate that. Then I hit her like that. I go on and sit on down, right? She said, what's your name again? We might need to put you in one of the workplace commercials. I said, you think they'll do that? I said, for real? What they can? Because I ain't going to do nothing for free. So then they had to walk us through the plant, right? This man still on his phone through the plant. I'm already saying to myself, he either going to get fired or he just going to walk out, one of the two. But I'm walking behind them, right? And I'm just watching her. When she come, listen to me, let me tell y'all something. When you come through for orientation at a factory, it's just like new buddies coming through the penitentiary. When they bring new officers in the penitentiary, listen to me. Everybody trying to see what's what. You're a fresh piece of meat in here. So every woman that's driving these, because what they drive with these machines called a reach machine, and then they got these other machines called an OP. And then they got the other people, they got people who working on the floor. So when you come in, you most definitely fresh meat. When you come in, the women, what's up, cuz? What you doing, cuz? So when you come in, the women trying to see what's up. And the men trying to see what the new women look like. I seen my homeboy. I seen my homeboy Gail in there that you know what I'm saying, I used to drop pig in her chest back in the day. And when I came home, that was the first person I seen when I walk in there. She be in the corner on one of the machines, right? She come through there. I'm looking at her, she looking at me, we looking at each other. She said, what you doing up here? I said, what you doing up here? I said, you gonna be good with me having a job up here, right? She said, what you mean I'm gonna be good? I said, man, come on, quit playing, man. You already know. If dude find out me and you up here working together, he gonna think me and you got something going on. Because for some reason, every time me and you run into each other, evidently I'll be up in your chest. So look. She was like, whatever. She was like, when you get through, come walk back through here and holler at me. I said, holler at you for what? She said, just come back through here and holler at me real quick. I said, look at her. She already ready to cheat. You done cheated on this man twice in your life already. I come up here, you ready to cheat on this man again because we at the workplace and you think you can get away with it. I said, but hey, who am I to deny you some pig if that's what you want to do? I ain't gonna deny that. Because I already know what time it is with you. I already know you was a life sucker. You was a lifesaver. Why not? So we walking through the orientation, right? And I keep watching the girl, and I'm watching her. I don't understand how. It's something about a woman and the way she walk. I feel like I can tell a lot about a woman the way she walk. I can tell she classy. I can tell she sassy. I can tell she got a little attitude. I can tell she a little jazzy. I can tell if she a freak. I can tell if she dry like the Sahara Desert. I can tell she got that water. I can tell if she all beauty, no brains. Like I can tell you if her breath stink. I can tell you if she take showers all the time or showers and baths. I can tell you what kind of soap she using. I can tell I can tell if her pH balance off. I don't know what it is about me and a walk. But when it comes to a walk, I can tell you a lot about a woman. I can tell listen, I can tell you if she know right now, she can smell herself. I can tell you from the walk. She knows she look tiny. What? I can tell. Listen, I can tell if you got your granny panties on. I can tell if you got the lace on. I can tell if you got them. I can tell if you feeling sexy or not, depending just on the walk. So as I'm watching her strut through there, I'm wondering to myself already, is she putting on for me? Or all these other dudes that she see up in here? Because it was just you and me in the orientation. Me and you were just looking at each other. So whatever you got going on right now, walking through this play, you need to quit all that right now. I'm already a little jealous. When we come through that thing, she did. All right, this spot right here, she turned. And when she turned, I'm out. Every time she turned, man, that's crazy. Dude still ain't paying no attention. I'm on the left side of her. He on the far side of her. He still, what's up, Al? What you doing, my guy? What you doing, Al? He's still on his phone like this. I said, man, that's crazy. They already asking too much. Guess what she said? What you said, they ain't gonna be paying enough for this. I said, man, that's crazy. Her boyfriend, man, for real, man. For real, they tripping in here. He don't even know. Homie, I'm finna shoot my shot at your gal, homie. You in here thinking it's a game, homie. I just want to hear her voice. I just want to hear how she sound, you know what I'm saying? Up close and personal, you know what I'm saying? I want to see the look in her eye. I had to make sure I wasn't tripping. So we make it through orientation. Now we finna have our first day. So we have our first day. As soon as I walk in here, it's a dude who do gospel rap, right? I do gospel rap. And so he done heard I'm working uphill. So he done pulled up on me on the reach machine. The reach machine, you know what I'm saying? You get on, they show you how to drive this and that. But the reach machine, they go up real high. You can step off of them, grab the boxes. You know what I'm saying? You dump them in the machine. You come on back down. You come on back down. You drive. You know what I'm saying? And then you take them to the location depending on the color of the box, depending on where they supposed to go, right? So I'm driving the reach machine. I done went all the way up in the air. I go up in the air, I'm grabbing boxes, right? And you almost, you know what I'm saying, coming down, you know what I'm saying, I look down, make sure before I come down, but I turn around, dude done, he done came up, he was like, man, you Joe T.H.? I was like, yeah, what's up with you? He was like, man, I'm what's the name, man? He was like, man, I used to, you know what I'm saying, I follow you on the book and this and that. He was like, man, you doing? He was like, I don't know if you remember. He was like, but I was trying to get a feature from you, this and that. And then I looked at him. I was like, man, you the one I bought the car from. He was like, yeah, man. He was like, man, I was telling my girl when you came and got the car. He was like, it was nighttime. I know you were just trying to get the paperwork and this and that. He was like, I was trying to tell my girl, man, this dude is this. He was like, man, I ain't want, but I said, yeah, I remember you. So I said, man, come on down, man. I said, come on down to the ground, man. I'll let you down on the ground, bro. He said, all right, come on down. I said, and when he get halfway down, it shake a little bit, right? so it's coming down there. I said, I'm gonna have to get used to that right there. So he come on down, I step off the machine, right? I said, man, what's up with you? Man, I ain't doing nothing, man. He said, man, I like the music, this and that. He said, man, I want to holler at you. I said, yeah. He said, how you like it so far? It's really just my first day. I said, but it's cool. He said, you see your gal? Now, homie, I ain't even been here 24 hours and got through orientation. You finna involve me in warehouse politics already. See, I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's hard to mind your own business in workplaces like this. They give information that you ain't even answer for. And then before you know it, you just get involved in this conversation, that conversation. And then before you know it, you done start, oh yeah, I heard about that. You remember something? And then you in the middle of something. It's just like the penitentiary. What I'm talking about, information just spreads so fast. Warehouse politics is very dangerous. Workplace gossip. It's dangerous, dog. It's dangerous. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I was kind of curious. I still got the messages in my phone right now. Commercial break me, please. Because I hope you're watching this right now. Because I told you that day I went off on you at work. If you're watching this right now, if you ain't at work, if you or your wife watching it, I told you when you met, I said, I'm going to get you back. I said, listen, and today, 2.5, almost 3 years later, listen to me, you going to get this work today. So look. So we sitting here, I'm talking to him, he talking back, we converse, we having a whole little conversation. He said, you see your girl? I'm already knowing who he talking about. He talking about my homeboy gal. So I said, yeah, I seen her. He said, boy, she looking good too, ain't she? I said, she cool. He was like, man, I ain't even gonna do that. I said, look at this boy in this male body. He can't hold water. He want to tell me something. Well, I'm gonna let you tell him. I said, what's up? I said, you good? He said, I ain't even gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. I said, oh, you want to do it? I ain't gonna do that. He said, man, but hey, man, yeah. I said, yeah. What yeah mean? What yeah. He must have heard I used to put that pig up in her chest. Now to me, you're insinuating that you have done the same. And if I got it correct, that jury on your finger right there, sir. Then you was a married man up here at the workplace. And when the first thing you asked me, did I see old gal? And then you asked me, you just talking about she bad. What you insinuating, my guy? You need to clear that up. Because right now, it sounded like you done participated in adultery. That's what you need to do. Because first we were talking about gospel rap. Now you talking about sin. What we doing, sir? So the man go on to say, he said, man, you know, I done pulled up on a couple times on the reach machine, right? I done caught up in the early. I said, oh, you caught up in the early? Like he said, yeah, I caught up in the early, you know what I'm saying? And she told me to come back here to the bathroom. He like, man, you know what I'm saying? We talking to this and that, and this and that. He was like, man, so I asked her for a number. She was like, nah, you just hit me on Messenger and this and that. He said, so we going back and forth on Messenger and this and that. And he was like, man, you know, I asked her, you know what I'm saying, if we could meet up sometime outside of work. I'm interested in this, but I'm petty as ever. I'm petty. I said, what she say? What she say? He said, oh, shoot, at first she was with it, you know what I'm saying? Then I got the L. He said, I ain't gonna lie. He said, I got convicted, bro. He said, bro, I got convicted. He said, I went home, bro. He said, man, got down on my knees and I was asking the Most High, you know, to remove this and this and that. He said, but every time I came to work, I found myself looking for this girl. He was like, man, what's she like? I said, what you mean, what's she like? He was like, I'm just saying. He was like, she cool. I said, what you asking? Is she gonna tell something? I said, she most definitely into extortion. He was like, you think so, bro? I said, you don't send that girl's a message? Nah, it ain't nothing like that. He was like, here go the message right here. Ain't nothing too deep or nothing. I said, but you did ask her, could you see her outside of work? He said, yeah, I did. I said, oh, you know, if she asked you for $200-300, I hope you got it. He was like, oh, you think she'll do something like that, bro? I said, listen to her. I know her like the back of my hand. Listen to me, family. If she get into a jam, listen to me. Everything, she gonna put everything on you. And before you know it, you might be out of some money. Man, bro, you think she'll do something like that? He was like, man, because she had told me. He was like, she had told me, you know, we could meet outside of work and this and that. He's like, but then I told her. He said, then when I told her, you know I got a wife. He said, she said, well, you know I got a husband. I said, so as long as both of y'all, it sounded like as long as both of y'all got some dirt on each other, y'all were going to be cool. that was it sounded. I said, look, I said, well, I got to get these boxes real quick. He said, hey, he said, one more question. He said, man, he said, I said, well, I got to get these boxes real quick. He said, hey, he said, one more question. He said, man, he said, man, how you feel about old dude working here? I said, who is old dude? He was like, man, you know, he was like, I read your book. He was like, you know, when you hit the lick for the $125,000. I said, yeah, what about it? He said, man, you know, one of them work up here. At that point, they get a little serious. I said, which one? So he say the name. He was like, yeah, he worked back on the back end. It's probably why you ain't never seen him. I said, oh, no, I ain't seen him yet. He was like, I was just asking. I was like, oh, no, we good, though. Ain't no issues. No, he was like, I was just asking, just checking. And I already felt, I said, I ain't been here 24 hours. This man, you don't put me into some work gossip already. I'm in the warehouse. I'm in the warehouse politics already. I ain't been here a whole 24 hours. So I said, that was up. So I get back on the reach machine. What's up, Malaya? I pull off on the reach machine. I'm driving it like it's a box Chevy. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to stay in the line. I ain't gonna lie. When I turn, I wide turn and right. When I come, Ain't something wrong with black folks. It's something wrong with me anyway. I ain't gonna speak for all black folks. I'm gonna speak for myself. Everything I do, I got to put my own little swag and little spin on it. So when I'm driving the machine, you know what I'm saying, I always swing him out. Then I hit him real hard and turn him in there, right? Then when I turn him in there, I straighten him up, put him on the line. When he get on the line, he straighten himself up. And you can just drive straight. I just got to put a little swag on everything I do. See, most people, they just turn in, line it up on the line, lock it in on the line, and then it's straight. Not me. I got to put it in there. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out. Then I got my phone on. I'm playing music. You don't supposed to be playing music. I got my... Then look. When I'm driving down the lane by myself, watch out right quick. I'm finna turn right there, bro. I'm finna turn right there. Come through that. Knowing good well I don't supposed to be driving this machine like that. You know how many wrecks I had up there? Man, I hit so much stuff when I hit it. Pow! I look at somebody, they look at me, we look at each other. You see that? Nah, I ain't seen nothing. I'm just making sure. I pull on off. So I'm driving down this lane. I see the little thick junk. When I see the little thick junk, when I come in, look, I see what lane she on. I'll bust a full circle. I don't care nothing about, see this job right here was so strategic in how they'll pay you, right? See, they got this incentive. When you reach certain levels, they gonna pay you more. When you basically beating the time, you can make more money. I don't care nothing about that. So I'm here for quota. You're not gonna overwork me. I'm here to hit quota. That's it. If I hit over, it's cool. Cause at this point I was a drug dealer. All right, I'm gonna let y'all know. At the time, I had jumped back in the streets. I am a drug dealer at this point. So I'm finna hit quota, and then I'm through. So I drive and I see what lane she on. When I see what lane she on, it was from the back. So I bust it. I come down the lane. I'm finna come down the lane and block her in. And when I come down the lane, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna act like I'm looking for a certain package in the same area that she in. And when I get to that area, I'm gonna be like, hey, you, what's the name? They got such and such right there. And when she say something, I'm gonna spark up a conversation. So I come down. I'm driving it. When I come down, her boyfriend come through the back end of her. I said, man, that's crazy. I said, man, listen, bro, get this girl. I said, I know he ain't one of them. Bruh, at first I thought you was a drug dealer who had a court date coming up, or you were getting ready to have to pay some child support. Now you giving me, you want to follow this girl everywhere she going because you a cheater. See, that's cheating. That's how you know when folks cheat. When they always blaming you or something and accusing you of something, or they got to follow you and they trying to check behind your every move because they don't want somebody doing them the same way they doing you. So they got to watch behind you. I said, I can't wait to tell her he a cheater. The first chance I get, if she say something that insinuate anything about this man, you just have to say, I'm gonna start hating only if you make me. Get what I'm gonna tell her? Oh yeah, he most definitely, yeah. Oh yeah, you the main thing. He most definitely got a little sad to eat. I'm most definitely gonna say it. I don't care. I don't care what you say about me. I'll put this show up. And I'm gonna drop him. Cause I don't care. So I want the heart want what it want. Pig want what he want. And I'm gonna get it. So I pull up. And when I get ready to pull up, he come down. He jumped off his machine. Listen, he jumped off the machine. He walk over here. He like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. This the first day. Keep in mind, I done went through orientation. My homeboy Gail up here. I done ran into this fake gospel rapper who up here cheat on his wife. He done told me he been trying to get at my homeboy wife. He done asked me, do I know that the dude that I hit the lick with the $125,000 is up here? It's a whole lot going on in the first 24 hours. So when he get out here, man, I ain't finna keep doing this, man. I'm thinking to myself, bro, we ain't even, this is an 8-hour shift, bro. We ain't even been here 4.5 hours. What you mean you can't do it? Only thing we doing is driving boxes, picking the boxes up, and then driving back up there. Like, I don't even, I don't even understand what's the problem. But then I thought about it. I thought about something. Commercial break me, please. I thought about something. I remember one of my homeboys who had got out of jail. Only thing he knew was the streets, right? I'm gonna put you up on the game right now for the folks who in the street. When people don't know nothing about the streets, all they know is the streets, they feel incompetent when they gotta do other things. See, this what was going on with him. He watching all of these people do their job and be so effective at their job, how they drive. See, he probably already had 1 or 2 wrecks. You know what I'm saying? He probably feel a little scared when he driving the machine. He probably realized he ain't moving as fast as everybody else. He feeling inadequate. He feeling inadequate, just like a person who's sitting in the classroom. When you got your class clown, a lot of times your class clown, they might be intelligent. They just might not learn as fast as other people. So they turn into class clown and they start making fun and doing jokes and making other people laugh because they trying to deflect from that they feel inadequate. They don't want to ask questions and they feel a little slow. So as he talking to him, I said, yeah, he a little slow. He a little slow. I ain't even gonna have to worry about him long. He ain't gonna be up real long. And then he bust out and say, hold on. I'm gonna hold on. This what really almost hurt my feelings. This what almost hurt my feelings. This man bust out and say, we finna leave. Who is we? Who is we? I done got off the machine like I'm grabbing boxes. Ain't over here trying to get her. No, she ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere home. I'm finna cheat with her in just a second. What you mean she finna cheat? I mean, what you mean we finna go? No, ain't no we finna go. You don't like your job. Get what she holler out. I'm not finna leave this job. These folks is paying good money. My homegirls is up here. They been up here for months. And if I ain't finna be up here, you ain't finna be up here. I said, man, what type of dude is he? I'm sitting here being on. Man, he tripping. What? Man, that's crazy. She stood her ground though. He said, man, you tripping, man. You act like you like his job. She do like it, homie. She trying to pay bills. Then she holler, you need to go and get back home, get on your thing, just get on. He was like, I can't. He said, I gotta go straight. He was like, I can't bag out anyway. He was like, man, dude gonna have to bag out. I looked over, who is dude? I didn't like, it was the tone for me. It was the tone. I didn't like how he do it. Dramatic effect me, please. He was like, man, dude gonna have to move. I said, what's up? He was like, homie, he was like, man, we just need to get through right there. He was like, man, you already close to the back. He was like, if you could just bag up. I said, oh yeah, let me finish getting these boxes real quick. He was like, all right, homie, all right. He was like, but yeah, man, this you such, man. She said, go on, get on the machine. We'll talk during break. I get on the machine, bag on up, right? I do it with a little swag too, you know what I'm saying? Because you're a little incompetent. I'm finna flex on you. I've been driving this machine the same time as you. I'm finna swerve up out of here like I've been driving it for years. Get what she gonna say? If he can do it, you can do it. Get what I dumped them boxes in there. Step over about her machine. I said, let me grab these boxes real quick. I was like, man, this easy money. That's what I say around her. She said, right. What you said. I said, right. I grabbed the box. I jumped on the little machine, right? Lift him up a little bit. I lift him up like he got hydraulics on it, right? Then I toot the horn. I pull off, right? I skirt off on it. That's what I'm saying to myself. I done hit a little celebratory dance in advance, right? Because I said, he don't need no. As soon as he leaves up out of here, I promise you. Oh yeah, I'm finna put that work in. I said, hey, you drive an SUV, homie. I said, cause she a little short, little BBW. I said, so you know the backseat action with her, I ain't gonna be able to move. She ain't gonna have the agility that she need and deserve, you know what I'm saying, to perform to the level of what I can see that she could perform. I said, but you know what? I said, if she driving that SUV, it's gonna be plenty of room in that backseat. I said, you ain't even got to worry about it. It's gonna be plenty of room in that SUV. I said, so a couple days go by, right? We in the break room. Now, I sit with some of my orientation buddies in the break room too. But this about 45 minutes from my hometown. So it's a lot of people there, you know what I'm saying, from my city too. So when my homeboy is sitting to him, right? He's sitting by me. So when we sit down, he bring up the little junk that come through orientation with me. He like, man, hey, cuz. He like, cuz, what's up with her? I said, nothing. He like, man, cuz. I said, yeah. I said, oh, yeah. That's me right there, cuz. Man, he was like, man. I said, yeah. He was like, but dude been following around the last couple days. He been up there. I was like, yeah, dude be tripping. I don't even know what's up with dude. Next thing you know, speak of the devil, speak of the spawn of Satan. This man comes straight through the door. When he come through the door, he looks so frustrated. He looks so irritated. He looked like he had a wreck. He looked like he had a wreck out there. My boy come through. He goes straight over to the table with her. Get what he's saying? I'm out of here, baby. It's over with. It's over with. Get what I said? Get on about here. Get what I said? Get on about here. She was like, why you leaving for this job? Ain't even hard. And then everybody said, yeah, it ain't even hard, man. Just go and make it through the day. I said, quit trying to talk this man out of quitting his job. His job, his choice. What's wrong with you? His job, his choice. Let him leave. Don't try to talk that man out of that. Don't do that. So get on up out of here. Look, my guy walk up out of there. Let me know what time I'll come back up here and get you a this and that. I'm just gonna ride one of my homegirls. If you're gonna quit, you ain't got to come back up here and get me. Don't even worry about it. If you finna leave, just go and leave. I'm gonna get one of my homegirls. I don't even know why you wanna leave this job anyway. You know you need to get a job. So she go in on it. Get what my guy do. He ain't talking about nothing. He got a little sag. He got the little broke, busted, and disgusted sag on it, right? You know, because I don't know what's up with dudes who still sagging in the form of what he was sagging, like he trying to show his boxer briefs. Like that, I don't know what woman or who done gassed y'all up to think that's a fashion statement. That ain't the move right there, homie. That ain't the move. I don't care who you is neither. Commercial break me, please, because I know it's gonna be a lot of dudes when I put this on YouTube gonna try to argue with me because y'all think y'all sexy. Listen to me, homie. If any part of your behind is hanging off and it's showing your britches, homie, that ain't the move right there, homie. Pull your pants up. You look nasty. I'm gonna repeat that. Pull your pants up. You look nasty. I don't care if it's matching your shirt. I don't care if it's matching your shoes. I don't care if it's matching your hat. I don't care what color your boxer briefs is matching what. Homie, don't be sagging around here. You look nasty. Point blank period. I said what I said. So my boy, he walk up out of there, right? When he walk up out of there, he had one of the belts on, you know what I'm saying, with the rhinestones, or what they call it, the BB belt, whatever it is, the BB, whatever it is. He had one of the little rhinestone looking belts, right? He pulled his pants up like he fresh or something. I said, yeah, he feel like a fool. He feel bad. But he trying to flex and walk out of here like he cool and all right, because he trying to make it, you know how dudes be. They try to make it like, oh, I got the bag. I don't need no job. So, but really, you're a little slow. That's all it is. You're a little slow. You couldn't keep up in here. And then you trying to make it like, oh, you don't need. Yeah, you did. You finna go home and play that video game. You finna go home and play that video game. And you gonna sell your little bud because that's easy to do because you don't like no challenge. You don't like no challenge. And before you know it, this girlfriend be walking up here and listen to me. I'm gonna put that pig up in her chest, and I'm gonna get to talking about LLCs and EINs and getting Airbnbs and putting cars on Turo and doing this and doing that. And I'm gonna get to talking about a whole bunch of stuff. And see, all I got to do is show I'm a little ambitious. You know what I'm saying? You show a little ambition, and he ain't got no ambition, you in trouble. You ain't got to do nothing but start to just sound ambitious. listen. A man ain't got to do nothing but sound ambitious right now. You in trouble. You're in trouble. Yeah, I be trying to tell him, like I be watching YouTubes on how to repair credit, and every time I'm watching, he be on, what you watching this for? Then he'll put it on some rap music. He want to turn on Young Dolph. Talking about preach. 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 I'm in here trying to figure out how to repair my credit score. He don't want to do that. You talking about credit repair Tom? I watched Credit Repair Tom the other day. He was just talking about how to, you know what I'm saying, if you write the letter to, you know what I'm saying, send a letter to Experian, you know what I'm saying, how to, you know what I'm saying, dispute this and that. I'm gonna let her know. I'm watching the same stuff you want. We we right here. See, we right here. See. What's not clicking, Steven? What's not clicking? I'm finna show her that we're compatible. We're very like-minded. And right now, dude is not like-minded. What's wrong with him? He preach. That's what she said. Look. So my guy walk on up out of here. Soon as he walk out, I told Cub, I said, oh, Cub, I'm gonna have him in the parking lot in a couple of days. He said, in the parking lot doing what? I stand up off the table. I'm gonna have in a parking lot in a minute, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have the whole truck rocking out there. He said, man, cuz you crazy. I said, I'm dead serious. So we walk back in the factory. When we walk back in the factory, now keep in mind, I told you my mama was working over here. My mama was working on the floor. She don't drive no machine. I'm gonna tell you. Now my mama's a good driver, but she give me Miss Daisies every now and then. She one of them. If you get in the car with my mama, I don't care how good of a driver you are. She gonna swerve it down. Don't nobody drive as good and as careful as her. She gonna say something about your driving. She gonna say something about you turning the corners too fast. She gonna say something about how you bagged in. She gonna say something, and then it's always gonna result to, you ain't never drive my car again. Not while I'm in here anyway. Then she gonna say, you drive my car like that?